Hi, this is next video into the series project for 2018 and where I'm preparing already on forehand to start sorting out the stuff in the house. I must say I have been delayed for this week, so I didn't sort out one thing this last week. But I do want to continue with the videos anyway, because I also find it supportive to also share on it where, in the things that we all recognize, I think, in the things that do go different or not as that we have planned, or that we, let's say, not stick to our commitments, for example, and how to move on with it. And I would like to move on with the whole process. And what I was looking shortly in today is how, and it is mentioned many times before, I think, but how I have a different let's say experience already when and as I have to start to sort out things, for example, even if it's only a short task that is not too big, then I have a different experience within this and a sort of looking up to it on forehand than when I for example start sitting behind the computer and writing a blog, which can also be something that one could resist very much. But that is not the one thing that I experience the resistance in. And yes, if I really look into it, then I cannot find what it is that makes me resist this task. And I do find that I can push through. So just start and do it. Don't, because experience, there will be always experiences, and I can use all my experiences as an excuse to not do something. So it is one thing to look at it, and if it is a big point, then I can start looking into the experiences and write out about it, some self-forgiveness, if I have memories connected to it, for example. And for the rest, I noticed the best thing that worked for me is just plan something to do and start doing it. And for me it works to do it in small things. So I must not plan too much in one day, or too much or too long tasks that I barely cannot live up to or cannot finish. But have, for example, 3 tasks in a day, and the task that I look up to, I make short pieces of it. So I divide it in short tasks, and in this way I move on anyway with it. I move on slow, of course, but if I start early with doing this, then I move on anyway, and this is something that I find working for me. I also know that many others work very well with a deadline, so only in the end, when they have no time at all anymore, then things needs to be done and they finish it in one time. So this is, I think, also something to get to know from yourself, and not to use it as the only way, because when I have a deadline, for example, let's see how far I can push myself and how much I can do. I do this at work, for example, much more. But I find I can also use what works for me, that I plan on forehand, and in this way move myself through tasks that I experience resistance towards, or that I find more difficult to pick up. The same can one do with writing a blog or writing the lessons. Just divide it in short pieces, and like for example half an hour sitting behind the computer and yeah, write a piece in it, and maybe the blog is not finished, then copy it, and next time you move on with it, and in this way the blog will be finished anyway. So I find it a cool method for myself to work with. Okay, I leave it up for here. I will start pushing and focusing on the next task. Thank you.